it's Majeanners and welcome back! Today I thought that I would be talking more about my journey towards my passion of learning ASL. September is Deaf Awareness Month, and I thought that I would talk about how I came to learning ASL and all the cool stories that I have for you about running into people who were hard of hearing that I was able to communicate with ease, and talk about how much I just love the language and how beautiful I think that it is. So as I have mentioned in other videos, I started to watch this show called Switched at Birth. I'll put it right here. And I just fell in love with the concept that there was a TV show out there that was representing a community of people with disabilities. And so I thought it was really, really cool that the whole concept of showing the deaf community in all sorts of different ways. Thanks to my really, really, really good friend Chloe for even starting this interest in me of ASL. I really had no idea what kind of language that I wanted to take. I really had no idea what I wanted to do. Like in middle school, I was bad at Spanish, I was bad at Chinese, I was bad at German, and so I ended up, just not taking the language at all whatsoever. But I really, really loved the idea of ASL, and it wasn't, available at my high school. And unfortunately, I don't believe that it is available at the college that I go to right now. But that has not stopped me from learning more about the language. I actually was gifted this book. Shout out to my brother, he gave me this book, and it was full of different hand signs and everything for ASL. So every day I learn more and more, and I'm really, really, really happy that I'm able to learn another language, because I think that the hearing impaired community is so cool. Like they're awesome. They're so much fun to be around. One of my personal stories that I have for you, running into a group of people who were hearing impaired, is I was working at this restaurant and I was getting ready to seat these people, but as they were coming forward, as they walked through the door and they were coming forward to the host stand, I saw that they were kind of like looking around. They weren't really looking at me, but I was like ready to smile and say, "Where would you like to go?" and everything. But then I saw them doing these hand signs, and I was so excited because at that time I had watched Switched at Birth. I had read a few more books and watched a few YouTube tutorials on how to communicate and some more signs. And so I was so excited. I wasn't fluent, but I was so excited to be able to talk to them. And at the time, thankfully, one of the waitresses was fluent in ASL, and so as soon as I sat them, I told her she needed to go over there and talk to them, because she was going to be the only person who could communicate with them 100%. And personally for me, I think that it is really important that we all try our best to communicate with everyone in their own special way, so that they don't necessarily have to change for us. We can work a little bit harder to communicate with them, and so that's why I wanted to bring her over there, because she knew a lot of ASL, and I didn't want them to feel bad or struggle trying to communicate with someone who didn't understand. So I thought that was really cool. But they walked up to the host stand, and they did have one person who was interpreting for them, who was hearing, and he was like, yeah, I'd like a table. And I kind of, pointed to, would you like to sit over there or over there? And then they kind of like, their faces like lit up, and it was so rewarding and so cool to see that. I didn't know how to sign "your waitress will be right there with you," in a minute, but I said, "Can I help you with anything else?" And they were like, we're good. And then that's when I grabbed my friend who knew ASL. Later that night, I was going into the girls' bathroom to clean up a little bit and, kind of replace the toilet paper, replace the paper towels, and I ran into one of the people that were over there, and she said, "You know ASL, and you know how to sign?" And I was like, "Yeah, a little bit." And I said, "So just go slow for me, please." And then she asked me, "How did you learn?" And I said, I watched this TV show. I have a friend who knows a lot of sign language, and so I just started learning from there. And I just think it's such a beautiful language, and more people should learn how to sign, because I think it's really important. And her face again lit up again, and it was just so fun. And so that's my little story on it. When I was really little, my mom used to teach me a lot of sign language, because before I could talk, it's easiest to communicate through your hands before learning how to talk. And so at least that was the case for me. And so when I was a baby, I would say like please and thank you, and she would teach me like the emotions, like I'm mad, and or I'm sad, or I'm happy, just like basic signs, so that mom could communicate with me in a way that she would understand, and I would be able to translate to her that this is how I'm feeling without having to speak. So I already knew a little bit of ASL, but not to the degree that I know now. I still have so much to learn. And so let me know if you love those ASL videos that I teach you. I would love to teach more, and I would also love to pursue ASL somewhere. There's got to be some place that I can learn some more ASL, but for the time being, I'm just going to keep learning through books and YouTube tutorials and watching TV shows. And there's actually this new Netflix show, well, it's not a new Netflix show, but it's new to me, that one of my mom's friends actually introduced to me. It's called Deaf You, and I'm only on the first episode, but it's a very like real, raw way of showing people who are hard of hearing coexist in a community of high school and college. And I'm so excited to keep watching that, and so you guys should definitely check that out and learn some more ASL, because it's so important. You never know when you're going to run into somebody who can only communicate through their hands, and wouldn't it be so awesome if you were able to be like, I got this, and you were able to communicate with your hands and talk to them. It would just be so cool, That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you want to hear any more stories, or If you want to see any more ASL learning videos, I would love to teach you guys some more. Remember to always stay positive, be kind. See you guys next time. Bye!